Roy Smith has been around for a while. He grew corn and soybeans for nearly 50 years and still leases his land to a neighbor who continues to farm. Smith remembers well when the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, took effect in 1994.
We plant fence row to fence row and have 200 bushel corn and still a way of consuming it.
Now, with President Trump's campaign promise to renegotiate NAFTA, Smith is nervous. He's afraid messing with the trade agreement could hit Midwest farmers the hardest.
You want your trading partners to be ready to buy, and it'd be like going into a car dealership and the dealer says, well, this is a nice car, but you can't have it because I'm not going to sell it to you. We want the answer to be, we'll have the product, you need the product, we'll trade and work it out.
NAFTA has been very good to Midwest ag producers. Export growth from Nebraska to Mexico grew by 181% between 2002 and 2015. A good portion of the state's corn and soybeans end up in Mexico and Canada. The same is true in other Midwest states like Iowa and Missouri. Economists worry with commodity prices already low, ripping up NAFTA could make things worse.
So I certainly would not like to see agricultural commodity prices dropping another 10, 20, 15%, which could happen if you had a trade skirmish, a trade war, renegotiation. I mean, it's troubling. I mean, I'm fearful of messing with something that, while it might not be the best deal that the U.S. can get, it is a pretty good deal.
He says in most cases, trade is not a zero-sum game. There are usually benefits of some sort that outweigh the negatives for every country involved in a unilateral trade agreement. He says he gets nervous when politicians get too involved in delicate trade issues.
They overestimate their capabilities. I'm the man, I'm the woman, I can do it. Well, I hope you can, because you're messing with something. It's sort of like Ernie Goss trying to fix an automobile. You might come up with an automobile that just doesn't run anymore.
In 2015, the U.S. had a nearly $60 billion trade deficit with Mexico, something President Trump thinks is unfair. He also believes NAFTA has cost American jobs. To make things more equitable, he's proposed a tariff of some sort on Mexican imports.
It is 20 years old. Some of the state of the economy 20 years ago when the negotiations were completed, more than 20 years ago, some of the economic transformation that we've seen since, there might be reasons to revisit the agreement and determine whether elements can be improved.
Back on the farm in southeast Nebraska, Roy Smith isn't asking for much.
Just be a good trading partner, be a reliable supplier, and do everything you can to generate good feelings between the various trading partners, whether it's NAFTA with Canada and Mexico, or whether it's China.
It's a relationship Midwest farmers hope doesn't change anytime soon. For Harvest Public Media, I'm Jack Williams.